So this video, we will show how to use filter or use pivot table to analyze the data. So first, this data is the COVID hospitalization data. It's from, this is a data source, most recent ones. So you see, it's directly, if you open the file, which is the text file, CSV. It's basically a text file. So what we find is like this. So you have to do pre-processing, otherwise it's 2 types of data mixed together, 3 types of data actually, 4 types of data. So first we like to use the filter to find out only the ICU occupancy per million, this data, for each country each day as the only 2022 data. So what we do, we select the columns and we go to data and filter. So now we filter out the indicator. So instead of select all of them, they also have the weekly data, have the daily data. So we only select daily hospital occupancy per million people. Okay. So this is the data we want. The good thing of the filter is you can copy this table, okay, Control C, and then you put into, just paste into a new sheet. So here, make it larger. You see, you only have the data which shows the daily hospital occupancy per million, and for each country. Okay, so we can give a name. Say, this is the hospital occupancy per million. Now we come back, we click filter again, so it will cancel the filter. You have the original data. Next, we use a pivot table to summarize the data by country and indicator. Indicator is different type of variables to show the hospital-related data. So we select data, and then we insert pivot table. So the filter, we want entity, that's the country, so which country. So you will see which type of indicator. And here is the date, and here is the value. Okay. So we just use the sum of the value here, because this one doesn't make sense, okay? Because this add all these different type of data together, it doesn't make sense. The only thing makes sense is if we choose indicator, say daily hospital occupancy per million. Okay. If we choose this one, we need to see which country, okay. United States. So that's easy for us to see this subset of the whole data set. So this is just the one we are interested. So you can play around with the data. So next thing we want, generate a bar chart to compare US, UK, Japan, and Mexico data. Since we're interested in daily ICU occupancy per million, you look at the data here. So this data is like a raw data. Go to data, use a filter. You can find out we do have Japan, but we don't have Mexico. I thought it should include it, but for some reason, just this data set do not have Mexico data. So we skip Mexico, And for Japan, see, if we unselect, so we only see Japan data. It only have just 1 day. Yeah, so we don't have daily data. It's maybe they report every week, something like that. So in this case, we only need to generate bar chart to compare US and UK. We compare daily non-ICU, daily hospital occupancy data. Per million. So now, yeah, you can use multiple approaches. You can use filter, but now we like to see how we can use a pivot table. We can rename as pivot table. So see, we have United States daily hospital occupancy. We can put the date. Put here, date. And this one is the country, that's B1. Okay. And the date equal to A5. Just we try to link back to the pivot table. So equal to B5. Okay. Double click. Check. So we have the data, make it large. Okay. So we have the US data. I copy and paste it here. Right click. Copy this one. Control C. Right click. Paste value. Now you see the date. It should be in this format. So this is a different format, but it's still date. So you need to change the format. If you're lucky, it's automatically changed for you. So we use just a short date. Okay. And next, we need another column for UK, the United Kingdom. So automatically this changed to UK data. And we need one more column. So again, so this we need to add one more date, and then we copy, right click. So we put this easy for us to copy. For example, if UK, if I also interested in some other country, say Germany, we are interested in how things going on there. There's no hospital data. So you also can pick some which has the hospital data, like Australia. Yeah, they have most recent data. So for our exercise purpose, the lab purpose, we only need these 2 columns. Okay. We select these 3 columns. So date as the x-axis, and we have 2 bars because we like to compare. So we just choose this bar chart. Since we select 3 columns automatically, the Excel by default, the first column is the x-axis. Okay. So this data is the daily hospital occupancy per minute. So you look at this United States, we see our case keep going up. And for UK, it's going up, and then it sort of started getting flat. So if you have this one, so this is on the pivot table. You also can copy it back here, or you just leave at the pivot table. Both are fine. Okay, again, so data is here. So if you like to know more, you can download other data. So pivot table is a very powerful tool to analyze different type of data.